Since she was 2 years old, my daughter's dream was to be the best gymnast. So today is the biggest day of her life. She will be competing against top gymnasts to win her first championship medal at regionals. But at the most important moment, a critical mistake threatens to shatter her dreams. It is 48 hours before regionals and there's a problem. Salish has a mental block. Skills she has mastered all year have suddenly vanished. For talented gymnasts, getting a medal at regionals can be a path to the Olympics. Salish has one final practice to get her skills back before the biggest competition of her life.
I've always wanted to compete in the championships and I really want to get a medal, so I need to get the highest score that I've ever gotten on one of the events. This is Andrea, one of my coaches, and today we're going to try to get my back handspring back on beam.
A back handspring is the most important skill in her beam routine, and though she has nailed it in many competitions, 2 days ago she lost her confidence and can no longer do it. First, they're going to practice the back handspring on the floor so she's comfortable doing it on beam.
Okay, so you landed a little bit to the side of the line. If we did it like that on the high beam, you're going to fall. Up and lunge. Yep, that was right in the middle. Good job. If she wants a chance at getting a medal at regionals, she's going to have to do her best routines and get her best scores of the season. It's time to go to the low beam. You ready?
Sure, I can only do it if I have spot though.
Okay, she's smiling through it, but Salish is actually really nervous about this skill. Since her coach is spotting her, Salish feels pretty comfortable attempting the back handspring.
Press your lunge, press your lunge.
Even with a spot, Salish is still wobbly on the beam. She's not trusting herself. And now this is a big moment. Her coach is going to give her a lighter spot, so Salish is almost entirely on her own.
Lunge. Whoop.
Oh, that is the worst thing that could have happened right now.
Okay, I fell off the beam. That's exactly what I'm scared of happening in regionals, but I'm going to try it again.
Do not focus on any of the times that you fell. We just learn from the times we fell, and then we focus on the good turns that we took.
At regionals, you can't have a coach spotting you, and that's why Salish is so concerned.
Simone Biles just went through the exact same thing at the Olympics. We just got to take a deep breath and break the skill back down into basic parts so it doesn't seem overwhelming. Do you feel comfortable trying again right now?
Salish is a tough girl, and she rarely shows her emotions in public, but right now she's having a hard time holding it in. What we do in social media and on, we always just show the best, right? And everybody's like, wow, Salish is such a great gymnast, which you are, but you also struggle like everybody else does. And Andrea's not gonna let you do anything that's unsafe. Salish is very competitive and holds herself to really high standards. But as her father, all I care about is that she's happy and has fun. Salish decided she wanted to give it one more try, so after 15 minutes of practice on the floor, she got on the beam to do her full routine. But she just couldn't do her back handspring today. She knows not to try a skill if she doesn't feel 100% safe. She won't know until she gets to regionals what she's going to do in the competition.
Okay, Salish, if you want a chance to medal on bars at regionals, you have to hit all of your cast handstands.
Okay.
Bars is probably Salish's best event, so this routine is her best chance to win a medal. The cast handstand is the highest move in her routine, and it sets up her dismount, so she absolutely has to nail it.
Squeeze tight, hollow. It's okay, just a little more lean.
Her difficulties on beam might be affecting her confidence in all of her events. I've never seen her miss a handstand, and she's missed 4. Now I know she's not happy with what's going on, but she is not letting it get her down.
If I do that in regionals, I'm done.
Punch tight, squeeze hollow, that's better. Squeeze.
I always hit my handstand. I think I'm just in my head today.
Okay, do it exactly like your drills. You know how to do it. Come on.
Holding her handstand has been a real challenge for Salish today, so it's all up to her if she can get it just right at the competition.
Just lean, squeeze. Good, push down, tight, hollow, snap, walk it out, squeeze. Atta girl, say, yes, that was it. You did awesome, we're gonna do this, okay? We'll do your best.
Going to Salt Lake City.
The whole family is going to Salt Lake City to root on Salish, but since my wife is camera shy, she's doing the filming. We are at the hotel, and you would never know she has the biggest competition of her life tomorrow. It's the big day, and Salish is practicing her beam routine before getting ready. I've never known Salish to be nervous before a competition, but today might be different.
Okay, I'm really tired. It's like 6 a.m. I hope that I place on bars or beam. So those are the two things that I would place on. I would not place on floor and definitely not fall. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the back handspring on beam. I'm still deciding. I'm excited, but I'm also a little nervous.
Salish is committed to winning a medal not because she wants to show off, but because it represents years of sweat and determination, and it will remind her every day to never give up on her dreams. Ever since she started competing, she's always had her teammates to root her on, but today she's competing all by herself. The wait is finally over. It's time for regionals. Salish will compete in 4 events today. First up is vault. This is the event that Salish struggles with the most. 3 weeks ago, she unfortunately strained her knee in practice, so it's really hard for her to get speed when she runs. She will need at least a 9.1 to medal in vault, but her score is 8.7. Unfortunately, Salish will not medal in vault today. Next is bars, her best event and where she's most likely to win a medal. She has a beautiful bars routine, but her falls during her last practice are still fresh in her mind and she might be having doubts. It comes down to this moment. She needs to hold the cast handstand if she's going to get a medal on bars. Up, hold it, nice. Oh no.
Oh, she's gonna be disappointed about that.
This is actually the first time she's ever fallen on bars in competition, and it happens at regionals. Despite her frustration, she finishes her routine. She is not going to quit, but she just lost the best chance she had to medal at regionals. Now there is even more pressure on her beam routine. She waits alone, the biggest moment of her career, and she doesn't have her teammates to cheer her on. She starts her routine, aware that everything comes down to her back handspring. If she nails it, she has a great chance of medaling. This is the moment where she must decide. Does she go for it? She chooses to do an easier skill instead. That is going to be a big deduction and she will be extremely disappointed. Despite her frustration, she made the right decision. Never risk your safety if you're unsure of your technique. But she has lost the chance to medal on beam. Floor is her final event of the season. Her mother pulls her aside and tells her to remember what she loves most about gymnastics and focus on that. We are both so incredibly proud of her. As she starts, she knows that she will have to get her best score of the year to medal. That seems almost impossible today, but sometimes the best results come when you least expect them.
I've probably done more than 100 floor routines in my life, and this was one of my favorites. I've been doing gymnastics since I was 2, and it means so much to me. It's like my favorite thing to do in the entire world. Guess what? I got the best score of my life on floor! A 9.575! And that got me 2 medals, 1 for floor and 1 for all around.
Let's go!
And even if I hadn't gotten any medals, the years of hard work were worth it.